Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Cat's Track. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this with your friends. Today's episode is with our friend, Laura Ballerini. Laura was born in Uranium City, Saskatchewan. She's been married for over 40 years to a man who she refers to as the Rock. Laura tells me that they have two strong, intelligent, career-oriented daughters who have learned to balance work life and family life. Besides Laura's loved one, she is most passionate about art and design. This is critical in her work as a designer and brand specialist, and it also spills over into admiring a colleague's new painting, arranging flowers in a vase, or appreciating a new song on the radio. Laura believes that her life is made better because of art and design. It inspires her each and every day in her work and personal life. Friends, you'll find her full bio attached. Laura, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're here. Tell us why you do what you do. I'm very curious.
Well, I'm a digital designer and a brand designer. So, that includes print and everything else, social media and all that kind of stuff. Even as a young kid, I was always good in art and design as a child. It was my favorite subject, but I was a good student all the way around. But artwork brought me joy. So when I was thinking about career choices, I thought, I want to do something in art and design. I went to the Alberta College of Art, got a degree in visual communications, and I've been working in the industry for 40 years. I don't know where those years went, but it's been a journey. I think I'm a good listener. I think I'm intuitive. I think I'm more quiet. So I ask more questions and really listen to the answers. I really try to visualize, the needs that to meet my clients' goals and objectives. I think that's really important. But everything I found starts with a strategy. We don't jump in and just start doing design work. It's really, developing a strategy around those goals and objectives, what they need, and whether it's a new logo and a whole new brand, or whether it's a website or, social media, or a trade show booth, or even print. Print is alive and well today. It always starts with a strategy, quite a comprehensive strategy. So that's what I do and how I do it.
That's awesome. Thank you. And good to know that you've been passionate about it your whole life. That's always good for a brand strategist.
Yes, I love what I do.
That's awesome. Good for you. And what are the three things that you would like to leave us with today?
So I just finished a book, and it's about art and design in everyday life. So I guess the three things, I kind of really thought about this, and the first one is really art is not just found in museums. Art and design is found in everything we do. It's how we dress, it's the colors we choose, it's how we speak, it's how we walk, it's the boots that we choose, it's faucets, it's furniture in our room, it's how we decorate our home. Art and design is everywhere. So certainly in my book, I talk about a tapestry in the Vatican Museum, and I talk about a sculpture in New York City that I stumbled across after 9/11 and before 9/11. There is stories about that, which seems to be very typical art and design, but art and design is so much more. It's making ravioli with your family for Christmas Eve dinner. It's making Ukrainian Easter eggs with your kids every Good Friday. It's music. Music is a big part of art and design, and certainly a big part of my life. Not that I'm a musician, but I appreciate good music. So that was kind of the first thing. It was really art isn't just in museums, it's everywhere. And I think we all need to embrace that. Secondly, it was finding your inner badass, or nurturing your inner badass. So I'm pretty quiet, pretty soft-spoken. When I wrote the book, one of the chapters is about finding your inner badass. And so somebody once described me as, here I am 40 years in the industry, and what they said is, Laura's very nice. She gets along with everybody. And I thought, that's a beautiful way to be described, but I'm so much more than nice. So I thought, gee, I wish someone would describe me as a badass. So in the chapter in my book, I talk about, being a badass isn't putting on a bandana and leather pants and riding a Harley. Being a badass is standing up to the bullies. And it's when everybody says you can't do it, and you look at them and go, just watch me. And it's losing your inhibitions. At my daughter's wedding, I grabbed a bottle of wine and I got on the dance floor with a couple of the other mums, the neighborhood mums, and we each had a bottle of wine and we danced all night. And I thought, so when I got off the dance floor, one of my daughter's friends said, "You're a badass." So I thought, oh, finally, someone's calling me or sees me as a badass. So I thought, that's something I'd like to leave with people, is to find that inner badass. We've all got it, but in a good way, obviously not in a nasty way, but finding that kind of that courage and, losing your inhibition and kind of being brave in this world. So that was the second one. And then the third one was really finding each of our creative outlets. It's been said, when you don't know an answer to a question, you better get creative. So creativity is in each of us. I did a little bit of research, and I mean, you look at Albert Einstein, he was a gifted musician.
Yeah.
Louis Pasteur was a painter. And yet that was not what they were known for. They were known for, physics and science and medicine and all the wonderful things they brought to this world. But that creative outlet, I think, has helped them kind of filter through their solutions that they needed to develop.
Mm-hmm.
So I really do believe we each need to find that creative outlet and nurture it and use it in our everyday life, whether we're a facilities manufacturer or a design firm. It's like we should use those creative energies. So those are kind of the three things I'd like as a takeaway.
Those are awesome, Laura. Thank you so much. Speaks to your
You're
personality in all ways. I love it.
Thank
And
you.
how about a good news or opportunity story that you'd like to share with us?
So I'm in threes. So I've done kind of three opportunities that I see for this year. So because I've written this book and I've been in the industry, like I say, for a long time, it's really, I would like to gain more traction about my expertise and what I bring to graphic design. Certainly I'm an introvert, and writing the book has helped me kind of tell my stories and be more confident in the stories I have to tell. So the book is not about my career. The book is about art and design in everyday life. And it kind of made me reflect that a lot of people were surprised when they kind of saw the analogy or the metaphor or whatever that is. It was like they didn't see things that way. And it was like, you opened up my world. So I'd like to kind of use that get some traction there and kind of use that expertise a little bit more in my career as well. I'd probably like to offer more kind of educational components to what I do, whether it's mentoring or coaching and that type of thing. So that's kind of an opportunity I've kind of been noodling around with. And then thirdly is really the digital world. I mean, it's exploded, and then COVID has been tough on everybody, but we've all learned to get real creative, and mostly digital. I mean, the online world of shopping and e-commerce and everything is just massive. But in my opinion, there's a lot of tired people out there, angry people that are, probably need to be nurtured. So I would like to find more of that balance with the digital, with that humanistic solution. That we really need to understand each other's needs. And as a business, what do my clients need? What are they looking for? How can I speak to that? Mm-hmm. So it's really kind of connecting on a deeper level, kind of that, digital is great and apps are great and all that, but I think we're kind of missing that humanistic kind of approach. So I'd like to delve into that a little bit more. And we do that now, but I think it's really important. And I think just coming out of this last couple of years, it's more important than ever.
Isn't that true? So true, Laura. Thank you so much for taking time to be on Cat's Track. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much. It was great.
I loved it. Everyone, check out Laura. Connect with her on LinkedIn. Check out their website. What a going concern here in Calgary. Thanks again for joining us on Cat's Track, and we'll see you next time.